Hey everyone, this is Daryl from Daily Crypto Trade Signals coming to you live from Vietnam. It's a great time to be alive, guys. And we had the Jeremy Powell meeting that just ended, guys and gals, some time ago. So I was watching that, and my whole take on it was a real nothing burger in the house. And we're going to talk about the Jeremy Powell, what he talked about, how that's going to affect crypto, how that's going to affect the economy. We're also going to talk about Biden's new executive order. Is this real news or is this fake news, guys? We're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about what happened to Bitcoin after the Jeremy Powell thing. Bitcoin went up to about 39,000 and then it suddenly went down to like 37,000. Was this a fake out? Was this manipulation? We're going to talk about that. We've got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. We're also going to talk about Dogecoin and Dogecoin fees. And also we're looking at the number of Dogecoin transactions has been going through the roof recently, so that is really bullish news in the house, guys. So let's jump into the Jeremy Powell news. Remember, this is not financial advice, it's just an OG in the house expressing his opinion, and this is for educational purposes only. So I'm just in my back garden, you guys can see here, and start of a new day here. The sun's just rising, and things are looking pretty good. It's going to be a hot day here in Vietnam, guys. So we saw that Jeremy Powell, he was doing his live Q&A. And there was nothing really. It was really a big nothing burger in my opinion, because there's really nothing substantive or substantial that we didn't already know. Looks like we're going to get our first rate hike in March. He talked about the tapering, this, that, and the other, and it was really, he didn't come out conclusively with anything that we didn't already know. So that is kind of interesting. They did indicate that basically, they're going to have another meeting, and they're going to have a meeting about a meeting, and just to kind of prolong the agony for all of us out there. So we have to wait till March again, February. Then they're going to come up with some more, maybe some tapering, or reducing the balance sheet, this and that. So, but what was really weird is just prior to the Jeremy Powell Q&A, we saw the Bitcoins around about 39,000. It just went boom up to 39,000. It was more like a flash wick to the upside, and then we saw the Bitcoin went all the way down, and kept going down. And I just thought it was kind of weird because, the whole Jeremy Powell thing, it was really kind of dovish. It wasn't hawkish at all. It wasn't negative. It wasn't something that we didn't expect. So you would have expected that all the markets would have gone up, but they didn't. They were actually going down. So this just proves to me that there's some manipulation going on. I thought that absolutely there were some whales who had dumped some Bitcoin to drive the price down so they could buy back in, and the market makers are liquidating. We had that big flash wick to the upside on Bitcoin, went up to 39,000, so that liquidated all the short positions, because there was a ton of short positions that were building, so they all got wrecked in the house. And then we saw that Bitcoin started to go down. So the whole market is topsy-turvy. There's manipulation going on, so sometimes you got to feel a little bit of short-term pain to get a long-term gain, guys. So that's just crypto. That's the crypto world, and that's how crypto is, guys. So let's jump into the content without any further delay. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. Go down there, smash a like, subscribe, and don't forget to comment. This is the OG. Let's jump into the content right now. Woo! All right, let's jump into the content without any further delay, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, boys and girls. This is the OG, the Ric Flair of crypto. Woo! In the house, guys. And we saw yesterday, after the Jeremy Powell kind of nothing burger event, we did see that the U.S. markets did go down. We saw the Dow Jones, the S&P go down. The NASDAQ surprisingly did go up a little bit, so that was kind of interesting in the house, but ever so slightly was almost in the red. And if we take a look at the pre-markets right now, this is what we can expect when the markets open. We can see that the Dow Jones is down, the S&P is down, and the NASDAQ futures are down. So that is not looking good for crypto. So hopefully this uncoupling for between the NASDAQ and Bitcoin is going to hold, and we're going to see absolutely no impact. But let's see, guys, some other good positive news. Tesla beats on earnings and revenues, says supply chain issues were main limiting factors, guys. So looks like the earnings were looking pretty good for Tesla, so that's good news. So we've had Microsoft coming in with positive earnings, and we've had the Tesla coming in. So we just got Apple to kind of chime in with their earnings. And so, Jeremy Powell, he kind of had his meeting yesterday, and we did see that, just before the meeting, we did see that Bitcoin did go up And that was kind of interesting in the house, that we did see Bitcoin go up, up, up. And then after that, it kind of had this kind of Debbie Downer event here. So if I just change this to the 15-minute time frame, you'll be able to see that more clearly. Let me just clean up that chart for you. Let me clean up the chart. So yesterday we did see that, this was just prior to the Jeremy Powell event. We did see that Bitcoin went up almost to $39,000 in the house. And then once the event got started, it kind of dropped down to here and went down almost 6%. And then it did recover slightly after the meeting was finished. It went up a little bit. Let me just get that in for you. It did go up. This is when the meeting actually finished, guys and gals. And then it went up to here and then settled down. And then we lost a whole ton in the house. So if we take a look at from the top to bottom and measure that, this was the wick that went all the way down. And then we ended up going down almost 5.88%. So that is not bullish news, And I was I was absolutely surprised that actually happened, because I was, when I was watching the Jeremy Powell thing, it was really a nothing burger. They talked about rate hikes in March, as I said in the intro, and some tapering. And they said that they were going to have another meeting to kind of discuss what was going on. So this here, in my opinion, this was a flash wick to the upside, and that was really put in place to eliminate a lot of the short positions, because you can see right now that most of the positions are short. So we're seeing more shorts getting liquidated right now. That is what that is all about. And if we look at the Durbit open interest right now, we can see there's more calls and puts, but on the long-term time frame, we are seeing that open interest by strike and expirations, it's pretty much even, and we're seeing that there's at 50,000, there is the number of calls is much higher. So this is going to add some resistance for Bitcoin to get up to 50,000, because the market makers are going to not want these long positions to be successful, all the calls. And you can see here as well that we also have a lot of leverage longs at around about 40,000 as well. So that is why we got some huge resistance levels at 40,000, and we're just not going to achieve that. But this is pretty much pretty close. So this is anybody's guess where we could go when we hit 40. We could continue going up, but definitely have some serious resistance at 50,000, because we see all these leverage longs or call positions are quite a lot out there. So that was kind of interesting from that perspective, that we did see Bitcoin do that kind of behavior there, and I believe this was pure market manipulation. So it's just really weird. I was expecting that Bitcoin should have rallied after the Fed news, but it's not, and we can see that it's continuing to go down on the 15-minute chart right now. So that is not good in the house. I believe this could be the fake out before the breakout, guys. So buckle up, don't panic too much. And then we also got the Biden executive order that's going to be coming out pretty soon. So we need to take a look at that, and we need to watch that, and we're going to jump into that content as well. But you guys can still see that if we zoom out, we still got this parallel channel that's holding a support. So this is huge support. So Bitcoin is above this parallel channel, and we did have a huge breakout to the upside, about 123%. So this I'm still pretty bullish. I think that we could see 73K coming in, guys. So if you look at the heat map right now, we're seeing that Bitcoin is going down. It's down about 1.28%. So that is kind of interesting. Let's just reload that, see if we get any more info in the house. So I'm not really too happy about that. I was expecting that, because Jeremy Powell was very dovish, that the market should have gone up quite considerably, but they didn't. And that just goes to prove that the market makers are manipulating the market, in my opinion. So let's take a look at the fear and greed index. Yesterday, it was an extreme fear, and it has dropped to 20. So this is really unexpected, absolutely unexpected. And that's why Bitcoin briefly spikes on Fed announcement before traders realize nothing has changed. So one of the reasons that this could have been like buy the rumor, buy the rumor, sell the news. So I don't know. It's kind of just weird that Bitcoin briefly spikes on Fed announcement before traders realize nothing had changed. So really nothing had changed in the Fed announcement. It was a really nothing burger. The Fed Reserve says it plans to raise interest rates starting in March, when it will also wind down pandemic stimulus program. So nothing new out there. I think it was really more about disappointment in the House. Some other news that's coming in right now. We have President Biden plans to an executive order for cryptocurrencies in February. Now, a lot of people have been talking that this could be fake news, but I think it's fake news. And reports over the weekend that suggest that the U.S. president is going to introduce an executive order for cryptocurrency at the beginning of February. The order is expected to span across government and plans to weigh up the benefits and disadvantage of digital assets alongside implementing a reporting system to government on cryptocurrencies. Well, we all already have that in the infrastructure bill, so this is nothing new. I believe this is just a rumor, guys, and I don't think it's official. I think this is fake news. What has been confirmed is that there has been several top-level meetings with senior figures at the White House relating to the subject, and it's speculated for further details. We all know that the infrastructure bill, right? And that is part of why they're meeting, and that is what that is all about. So, White House pundits have suggested that there are maybe additional focus on central bank digital currency. So we already know that. So I think this is just a nothing burger. I think this is just some kind of FUD that's being circulated by Sam Cooling in the House to get some reads. So I wouldn't pay much attention to it. We have Ethereum whales added 500 million worth of coins during the dip. So that is pretty bullish news in the House, guys. And also, too, this is from BTC Fuel. And what he's saying is that the Bitcoin dominance chart, altcoin D from last cycle, looks almost exactly the same as others' D chart in the cycle. So it is now in the phase similar to 2017. So what he's saying is that we're looking at, we have this retest, and then we had the whole altcoin season coming in 2017. So he's saying that we could be seeing a massive altcoin season coming in soon, probably in the spring. So if that happens, that is really going to be good news in the House, guys. So if you take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly, it's still above my purple line, and we need to stay above the 36,200, and that's going to take the selling pressure off Bitcoin, and that will send prices higher and higher in the House, guys. So that is really good news in the House. And also, if we take a look at this right now, we're seeing that the Bitcoin right now is looking that we are forming these Elliott waves on the way down here, and as I said, we have some support right here, and this is a parallel channel that I talked about, and it looks like we could get a pump to the upside pretty soon. And we're looking at the RSI, very similar patterns that we saw back in May, guys. So it's very similar. I mean, a lot of TA analysts have been saying that. So I really believe that we're going to see a pump soon. We got some huge support, and this is very similar to my chart, the parallel channel in the House, as you can see here. So I believe this is some solid TA, and this is coming from all different directions. I just didn't make this up. This Twitter just got tweeted out a couple hours ago in the House, guys. So let's take a look at the Doge Woji in the House right now. So we're seeing right now that Doge is gone down. It's at 14.13, and we're seeing some interesting news for the Doge right now. Dogecoin became the most traded token among BSC whales after Musk Doge push. So after we had that whole McDonald's thing, we saw that a lot of BSC whales were aping into Doge and picking up more Doge. I've been buying more Doge because I really believe that we're going to see a $3 Doge coming in 2025. So I'm pretty bullish about that. And study shows that Dogecoin XRP saw largest network fee increase last year. And what that means is that there's been a lot of action in the world of cryptocurrencies in the last 12 months. And we're seeing that a whole ton of transactions have been completed on a Dogecoin with Dogecoin. And that's why we saw that the total fees gained by these transactions are up almost 4,230%. So we're seeing that Dogecoin, in terms of fees, the transaction fee averages about 0.01%. And the transaction fees December 1st were 0.4 cents. So that's a huge increase in fees, but a lot of that has to do with that the transaction volumes have gone up as well. So that is pretty encouraging news for Dogecoin holders out there. So that is good news, that is bullish news, and that is happy news out there right now. So once again, Dogecoin, is forming this beautiful W pattern, and because we saw that Bitcoin has been rejected and gone down to the downside, we're seeing that Dogecoin is is following suit. So once again, that is not impressive. That is a Debbie Downer event, and I believe the markets are being manipulated right now like crazy. We're seeing pretty much the same kind of action for Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu right now is trading at 20, and that is down, down. Let's take a look at Ethereum in the house. Ethereum in the house is also broken down as well, so that's invalidated my bull flag. So that's out of there. We also kind of saw a bit of a W pattern as well here, but it looks like we could be turning into a reverse head and shoulders, which is a very bearish pattern. So we're seeing that Ethereum is at 24.15 right now, so that's not so good. So I just think that we're going to have to wait till Chinese New Year, and things are going to settle down, and things are going to pick up and be going back up again. So once again, we're seeing that Phantom is also going down as well. It failed to get above its resistance level at around about $2.40, and it's just continued to go down. We got some support here at around 191, so we'll turn that into some green support. So it's anybody's guess right now where crypto is doing. I think we're just going to see a lot of volatility happening. Same with Solana. It's just trading in the middle of this channel. It's up and down. It's up and down. It's pretty boring stuff right now. I'm not happy. I was really expecting that we would see that the crypto markets would be going up, but they're not, and that is just weird, and I just believe it's manipulation by market makers in the house. Seeing total market cap is 1.69 trillion. We're seeing that the total volumes right now are 78.34. More selling pressure. Bitcoin dollars is going up, and very disappointing in the house with the crypto markets. We're seeing that Bitcoin is down to 36,538, and that's about where it was yesterday. We're seeing that Ethereum is up slightly right now, but that's probably going to turn negative, and that's at 24.39. We're seeing a BNB is down almost 2%. ADA is up. That's interesting. It's 2.43% up, and it's a 105. Solana is down. Luna is down. Doji Woji is slightly down. It's still at 14, so that's holding its own. It's kind of in line with what BTC is doing, and we're seeing that the DOT is also down. Avalanche is down, and Shiba is nowhere to be found. It's dropped down to 14. Ouchie, wouchie. So if you're a Shiba Inu holder, you should be a little bit panicking right now. What should you do? Never sell a loss on hold, guys. So that's about it. We're seeing a lot more red. We were hoping that the Jeremy Powell announcement was kind of a nothing burger. He was really dovish. He was not negative, not positive. He was just kind of neutral. And I think that's what's really irritated the broader markets, because the traders have been waiting on the sidelines to figure which way we're going. But it seems that they're just going to their whole decision has been delayed out again to another meeting. So not a good result. We don't know if we're coming or going. Guys, go follow me on my Twitter. We got 3,817 followers. Follow. Go down there, smash the likes and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Linky Winks, guys. Become a Patreon member. Buy the channel coffee. Check out the NFT collection at OpenCIO Digital Asian, guys. Go up in there and do it. And this is some platforms I like. You can click on the links, get some cash back, some discounts, something like that. Remember, this is not note of caution. This is not financial advice, guys. Do your own risk management. Do your own research, guys. And do not forget to go over to the Wifey's channel. What is wrong with you? Show some love, show some support in the house right now, and go over and get the merch, guys. Get it while you can. You want it, I want it. Let's get it, guys. Get the mug, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless you all. Peace out, guys. Be well. Be great. Fantastic. I love you guys. Take care. God bless.